thing you want to do is grab your spoolie. This is from the e.l.f. Cosmetics, and now the first thing you want to do is shape your brows and clean them with alcohol, which I already done off camera. My brows are super thick. I love letting them grow out and then trim them. Quick story, when I was younger, I took a razor and I tried to trim my brow by myself because I would go out and get them waxed. And for the longest time, there was an indent right here. You can still kind of see it, but yeah. You can get your eyebrows waxed, plucked, threaded. I recommend getting them waxed because it is a little bit painful if you're sensitive, but it gets the job done quick and you come out looking like a goddess. If you get your eyebrows threaded, you know, it's a technique. Not everyone can do that. I know that for experience, but your brows last longer, in my opinion. It hurts so much, but your brows will last longer. If you pluck your brows, or if you use a razor like so, you know, I feel like it's more, and use a mirror when you're doing this. Don't freehand that. Oh my gosh, I can't stress that enough. But if you're doing it yourself, you know, take your time and start from the top. Always start at the top. Do not start shaving from the bottom. That is a mistake. So with my spoolie, I'm going to brush the start of my brows up. Then I'm going to brush the middle of my brow towards the end. Then I'm going to take my tail and brush that down. And repeat that to the other side. Now I'm taking my pomade from ABH Cosmetics in the shade Ebony, and I'm going to start. I have seen other gurus start in the middle of their brow and shape it. There's different ways in which I do my brows. So I'm going to show you one cool technique on how to shape your brows. So if you're bold and if you want to start shaping your brows in the front, you can. But one of 3 ways that I do my technique is to start right here in the middle. Kind of draw a line up to that arch. Meet that arch. Meet that arch. And create your tail. You don't have to fill them in just yet, but what I just did was sharpen my arch. I created an arch. Some people, you can follow the natural arch of your brow, or you can create that arch. You can do this other technique that I learned. You light-handedly take your spoolie and you start at the beginning of your brow lightly, just like that. And you take what's left on your brow brush and you start filling in your brows upwardly. You know, your brow, you can brush your brow hairs when you're done with this step. But yeah. So that's a technique. The final technique that you can do, like, let's do it on this brow. The final technique So I'm basically almost done with this brow, but you can do the last step on this brow. It's just following your natural arch. I don't want to mess it up, but since this arch is much sharper anyway, you can always, start from the middle, get that arch, and then follow your tail. Yep. So, let's get it done. So, remember I created that false arch. I'm gonna fill in my brows and everything at the end. So now I'm gonna start at the beginning, get that sharp effect light-handedly. I know it looks crazy right now, but you're gonna be a master after this. So now I'm just gonna fill in my brows upwardly, kind of like the butterfly brows. Alright, and next what I do, I take 2 fingers to measure. You know, I know it looks great right now, but always take 2 fingers if you think it's too close. So 2 fingers. 2 fingers, it's okay. Or you can use your spoolie. Okay. So now what you want to do before you sharpen up and before you fill in your brows, you want to take your spoolie and brush your hairs back in place. Lightly. Okay. Let's see that this one needs a little bit more TLC. Alright. So now I'm going to start filling in the middle of my brow towards my tail. I'm going to keep the front of my brows light. As you can see, my right brow is filled in. Now I'm going to fill in the tail of my left brow. I know it looks a little bit chunky. You can always take your spoolie. Fun fact, you can remove mascara with your spoolie, concealer, anything. Fix that in the front. Real eyebrows don't have lines. Okay, and we're gonna fix those brows with concealer. I'll be right back. Hey girl, I'm back. So I just got some concealer and put it on my hand, and all you need is a little bit goes a long way. You're gonna take the tip of this. I'm using an Eco cosmetic brush, and I'm just going to use the tip and highlight under my brow. Now you can go crazy and actually use like the flat part. I think that effect is more pretty, but if you want it to be more crisp, you use just the edge of the brush. We're gonna blend this out. Look at those lashes though. Okay guys, the next brow. A blending brush, and I'm gonna blend out my concealer. So now I'm using some foundation, and I'm going to clean up the top row of my brow. I usually would use a concealer, but that can get complicated when you're trying to blend that into your foundation, and then you have to apply a layer of foundation. Long story, but let's get into it. I love you guys. Thanks for watching this video. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with your friends. And I'll see you